Alright. What's good? How's it going? Just a silly little guy doing a little bit of silly late night streaming. Don't mind me. You get the weird mood lighting vibe going on as well. I thought up a solution to a puzzle, so now I've got to play it, or I'm gonna forget. How's it going? And I didn't want to play it off stream. I didn't want to play it off stream. I want to just play a day, but like, we've already done all the other days on stream. We might as well do this one too. Like, it's the same as in programming, right? You're programming something, you're debugging, you can't figure it out. You're like, ah, fuck it, I'll do it later. And then inevitably you keep thinking about it, and you end up figuring out the solution like 3 hours after you're supposed to be done working. And so you sit down and work anyways, so that you can implement your solution. Alright, we out here. In here, whatever. I know the very first thing I wanted to do today was go downstairs and move that stupid fucking minecart out of the way. Sleeping mask coupon book and some money. Or keys, actually. I'm used to seeing gems there, but 2 keys is way better. Keys are better than locks. That still works. That's not what I actually wanted to say, but it works. It might be mistaken for me trying to be deep. I promise I was just talking about game mechanics and fucked it. How do you plan to go back there? Like this. And then I have the basement that I can get to through the foundation. So once I can get to the foundation inside the house, I can get down on the other side. Doop-doo. I believe it was here? Yes, nope, that's the night puzzle piece, like chessboard shit. Does this waste a bunch of steps? Yes. Like 10. Like way more than it should, to be honest. Alright, but at least the shit's fixed. And I shouldn't, hopefully, need to do that anymore. I will say I like that these rooms, the like overlap between them isn't one-to-one. Like if I walk over an invisible threshold and then walk immediately back, it doesn't take away a step every time. Because some of these zones like overlap with one another and you need to exit one, sort of, is what it seems like. Back up we go. Why does this look like you self-sabotaged at some point? Honestly, I have no fucking clue how it happened, but the boat ended up on the other side of the river from where I was, and I couldn't use the boat anymore. So I had to figure out the foundation puzzle to, like, proceed. I actually still don't know how to get through, like, this. This feels like an entrance, but I've yet to actually find a way to make use of it. That is not an entrance, but it is something. It is just a something that I've already solved. Alright, let's head over here. Let's see if we can get, like, I don't necessarily need the tomb, but, I don't know, maybe a place I could donate a certain amount of money or something. Schoolhouse again. Ooh, we could try the schoolhouse angle. Let's do the schoolhouse again. Do I have... I just have the sleeping mask and the coupon book, which aren't bad items. That should help me out pretty heavily, but I'm used to showing up to these with, like, 18 items. Alright, let's begin. Library right away. Or do I just want the breakfast nook? Honestly, I'll take the library, I think. I like a very early library. Hi, Smokey. Here, you still get a cat cam. Smokey. Oh, you even get the cat meow. Yeah. How far have I made it into school? Day 2, or like grade 2. I probably shouldn't have entered this yet. I probably should have drafted across the hall first, but we're here now. Alright, what does Volume 5 of Drafting Strategy have for us? October issue. The Death of Drafting. A fear every architect faces. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room and everything is going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends. Rooms with no exit and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. Alright, you can chill out like a little bit there, buddy. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of Drafting Strategy, we'll delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, to discover, once and for all, if there is any life beyond the dead end. That's a great question. This is Draxus. Draxus is the death god, I guess. Let me go ahead and write that down, seems important. Draxus? Death god Draxus? Or either that or god of compasses, I don't know. A dead end is any room that lacks another door by which to exit. Yep, I understand that. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors. Yep, that makes sense. Draft a few dead ends, the key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Yeah. An ideal spot to draft a dead end. An ideal spot for her ladyship's chambers, I might add. Grave mistakes. The tomb is cool. Yep. 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 The Ajiran Angels of that early era. The 8 Ajiran Angels? Hold on. The 8? There's only 7 in the chapel. Who's number 8? Is it the Death God guy there? Yep, and a successful tomb strategy finds shops. Yeah, you get a lot of money. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find. All of the outer rooms are dead ends. Yep. Correct. Outer rooms of note. So this is where the former groundskeeper stayed. Yeah, that did make sense. That is where we found the letter that said he got his ass canned. Trading post is something that I should really make more use of. Oh, thank goodness. It actually gives me some information about the blessings. This is genuinely helpful for once. Uh-huh. Tinkerer, Berry Picker. Okay, Tinkerer, whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your experiment. That's cracked. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity, that sounds awful. That sounds really awful, honestly. Just like randomly throw one in there. Who cares how many doors it has? Like, I don't know about that. Blessing of the Chef. For each different type of spread that you do today, add an extra dish to the dining room. Oh, okay. So, like, if you go in the office and you spread money, or if you draft this patio or whatever it's called that spreads the gems. Blessing of the Gardener, 8 courtyards. We've seen that one. General. After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. That just sounds like a pain in the ass, honestly. Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. So you drafted into like the outer room? Well, that seems kind of neat. Like, what are some good candidates for that? Like rooms that are in your house but would be really good if you just had them immediately at the beginning of the day. Like the pool room, maybe? I guess any of the shops could be useful. Uh, I'm sure there's other options. I would have to look at it. I don't have the blessing, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Blessing of the Dancer. While drafting, you may pay 1 gem to spin floor plans. That's cool. Blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop, gain an ivory die. That's a reroll. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll an ivory die. Yeah, that's super good. It also feels like, I don't know for sure because I don't own the casino, but it definitely feels like the kind of thing that would go well with the casino. Um, just a moment. I just realized that I haven't selected my YouTube source. Granted, there's no one over there right now, but if there were, I wouldn't have been able to see those messages. Foundation. Oh yeah, Foundation sounds like it could be interesting. Although I can't. Oh yeah, I guess I could draft a second Foundation. I wonder what that would even do. Top 5 dead ends. Attic. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. This would also be a great outdoor one, although it would cost gems to draft, so I'm not sure how worth it that is. They even mention in the study that chess is involved. Coat check. Oh, coat check's just excellent. Yeah, coat check's great. You could just pick it up at the beginning of the next day right away. I just open, and there it is, right? Yeah, the hovel can eat my whole ass. So the secret passage is actually categorized as a dead end. This was actually asked on stream earlier today if the secret passage counts. I said, I don't think so, but I'm not actually certain because I could see it. And indeed, it is categorized as a dead end. Dead End Contest Mail-in Sweepstakes. On January 20th, 1989, Taro Martiz shocked the world of architecture by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day, and you can win 200 gold and the trophy. I cannot read the fine print, which concerns me. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. So, drafting 20 dead ends sounds really difficult. I'm not gonna lie. As we conclude this haunting October edition of Drafting Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember that there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. Macabre. I don't actually know how to pronounce that word. I've only ever read it. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of our own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. I know what it means, I just don't know how to say it. Let's draft into the next room then. The first classroom, if I were so inclined. Feels like a horrible place to put it, but I'm also not given a bunch of choices, so I guess classroom it is. Don't think, well, there's an apple in there. Nah, I'm not going in there yet. Gonna draft over here first. A commissary early, ooh la la. I have the coupon book, allow me to purchase some goodies. I would like 1 salt shaker and a shovel. And since you're buying, I will gladly take some gems at reduced price. Ding dong. Boudoir, early boudoir. I do not mind a boudoir. This will also put me in a great position with my rerolls and with gems, as we have this already done. I would very much like maybe my courtyard here would be an excellent choice, or the East Wing Hall. I would also... Yeah, chapel works, actually. I'm good with a chapel. Chapel's kind of out of the way over here, and it still allows me to go down and up. I'm cool with that. I only have $1 to give them. And honestly, well, I'll check and see if I want to enter this room first. I don't want him to immediately take the money back. Ooh, nice dead end right here. That's a very nice dead end. Alright, now we pick up the money. Not a huge fan of the coat check here. I think I would rather a hallway just to have some outs, but I'm gonna head over to the classroom from here. I think it makes more sense to head back to the classroom and sort of fill out this side. Well, I've got all these rerolls and these gems and yada yada. Also, there's an apple in here, and now that I have the salt shaker, delicious. As we all know, apples with salt on them taste good. I'm not drafting a bedroom. I don't really want any dead ends here, to be honest. There you are. This is the one I think I have the solution for. I'm not sure, but this is the one I think I have the solution for. Alright, first things first. I know about this. I've known about this for a while. I was looking back at the puzzle from earlier today where we had to count gates. And in that one, the wordplay was that the count in the office was named Gates. If I say it a different way, if we count small G-A-I-T-S, Gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. So I think we're only counting the lady who's doing the little tiptoey thing and the old man who clearly has a small gate, and we are not counting the horse, the fast walkers, or the sprinting child. So I'm going to go ahead and count the old men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that must be the day. If it's a date, then the 15 must go second because there's no month 15. If we're counting... It's also possible we're just counting like small portraits or something, but I'm going to go this way. 1 woman, 2 woman, 3 woman, 4 woman. So I'm going to go 0, 4, 15 and see if that's correct. Gosh! We figured it out. Give me the damn gem. 6, but spelled 6. Okay. Hold on, I need to write down. In the office, it was 0303. In here, it was 0415. Big. And this is number 6, although for some reason this one is spelled out. And I've been starting to write down the, I don't know if that got picked up on the microphone. I don't think it would, but lightning just absolutely blasted outside my house. Anyways, I've been writing down who's been writing these letters. Dearest Mary. Okay. Dearest Mary. I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not have been ready for. It's cruel, the way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless like wind-scarred plains. Alright, fucking Shakespeare. Throughout this all, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday for me to realize that fact. Everyone who knows you understands this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions. Also, let me write down the dates real quick. I actually do want to write down the dates for these. I'm realizing now that they are dated, which means there's an order to them. I, of course, write you all this in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst-case scenarios, not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary, I have a few apprehensions and fewer fears. Assuming everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. And while 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard that days pass by more quickly in the East. As for me and you, okay, so whoever this is knows that she's leaving. As for me and you, I've already come to terms that our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I'm too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I'm too attached to the home our family has built up, room by room. Yes, I have a strong premonition I will be buried in red soil under red flags, a compromise I know you yourself would never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now to see you following in your father's footsteps and making the same sacrifices he did. Farewell, my Marigold. We may yet meet again. Your Uncle Herbert. Okay, I thought Herbert was the motherfucker getting blackmailed. But apparently this particular note, maybe it's numbered differently for a reason. But this is just written by the guy who I thought was being blackmailed, so I guess that's wrong. Alright, let's get something good here. Surely we can do better than a corridor? Nah, it's probably fine. Corridor's fine. No need to push my luck on that one. Another classroom, or... Honestly, I want, as much as I like the classroom, I do need to start going left at some point, so I'm gonna draft the hallway. Well, I guess I don't really want to draft a pantry, I'm not gonna lie. This might be a reroll angle. I do have a couple of them, I would like to use one. Yeah, we'll take the classroom here. We're gonna have like 4 rerolls because of the nature of the classroom. So let's start stacking classrooms as much as we can. Apple, get some steps back. I have been in grade 2. This is just some information about the mathematics and the multiplications and the divisions. Alright, time to get re-rolling. We can do better than this. We got 5 of these motherfuckers. Better make use of them. Dining room's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but we can do better. Nah, we can do better than a den. Give me something better. Ooh, a cloister of Doja. 3 gems. If I can draft an animal room from it. I don't think I care to. I think I would rather just take the... Probably just the observatory here. Yeah? Get a star. I'm good with that. I do like permanent bonuses. What do you got for me? Ooh, even better apples and 3 steps. You shouldn't have. I will gladly accept the left turn only. This is not helpful. I guess the kitchen is. Let's get the kitchen. I'm kind of poor, but I also have the coupon book, so if the bananas are on sale or something... Yeah, it's like free real estate right here. Look at that. Get 12 steps for $3. Boom. Give me the hallway. I want her ladyship's chambers, but it never shows up. No! Fuck, man, where is it? I've drafted south rooms on the east wing or the west wing like a dozen fucking times. Where is it? Give me the walk-in closet. I got my dice back at least. We take those. 2 gems and the dice. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I'm happy about it. Alright, it's time to learn. Yes, it's learning time. Alright, grade 3, we see science. Skip classroom SMH my head. Yeah, I did. Use the elements below to form the answers to each question. Ah, I see. So this is giving you a hint on the puzzle in the laboratory. So a lot of these are like puzzles that like I should gaseous H2 in a gaseous state is called gas. Yeah, I guess so. But a lot of these are solutions to like other rooms. Got her ass. Yeah, this is all just not helpful to me. Not helpful. Hopefully one of these will give me some insight into something that I don't already know. But today is not that day. Am I okay with the lab here? I might be. But I have 6 redraws, and I feel like we can do better. Another classroom feels better. Let's go to number 4. Grade 4. Geography. Identify each realm on the map below. Okay. Well, this might actually give me some answers. I should really be taking more screenshots, shouldn't I? Because, like, there's no way in hell I remember this otherwise. Let's go ahead and get a screenshot. Oh, that's not helpful. Screenshot needs to be bigger. We're just gonna have 100 hallways by the end of this game. Where am I keeping notes? I guess I could keep this under recordings. Keep a notes folder. Where's my thing at? You said it was copied. Ah, there we go. Cool. Saved. Oh lordy. Okay. So there's 7 flags to correspond to 7 countries. I do have 3 of the flags already colored. The mountain flag is yellow. The heart flag is orange. I don't know which of these flags are which, though. I want to say some of these over on the right are correct. Possibly all of them are correct. Based on the book we read a while back. This is also 5 out of 7. The heart is in the same place. The mountain is in the same place. The pentagon is in the same place. The other 4 are mixed up. In fact, it looks like 3 of them were swapped around. Wait, is the hourglass? No, the hourglass is not in the same place. The hourglass and... Oh, they're all shuffled around. I can't tell just from that. 4 out of 7. Once again, the mountain, the diamond, and the hourglass, or these 3 are all in the same place. I'm not going to be able to tell just based on this. I hope this isn't a political statement. Oh, because he put this in here. Yeah. He put this, or she, I guess it is here, put this in instead of this, which I think this might have been the original icon for this country. So, probably a political statement, actually. Probably a political statement. Ooh, been a while since I saw the rumpus room. Are we ready to rump? Rumple? Are you ready to rumble? Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Really, I just came here for the money and to listen to this schmuck. Ooh. A new set. You know, as soon as I talked about the fact that I never see safe deposit box keys anymore, I'm suddenly finding a lot of safe deposit box keys. I don't know. Here we go. What do you have to say to me? Let me go ahead and prepare my notes.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
Hello again.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
I remember you, brother.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I would like that, yeah. Thanks for asking, though.
The fog is clearing.
Man's got a hat.
I
Okay.
see a shadow in the doorway. silent footsteps
Shadowy guy with a
in the
hat.
hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open.
Unlatched gate you did not open.
A missing
Gate
item
you did
not take.
not open. Missing item you didn't
Young boy
take.
watched.
I noticed this on one of my friend's runs, but I don't know what the relevance
A
is.
young boy who once was brave, but now afraid.
And there's death, which is concerning.
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Yo, why you gotta make this like a horror game, brother?
Of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Hey, is someone watching me over here? Who the fuck watches me from, like, the other side of a door? Creepy ass. Oh, of course I can't do the show. I guess I was kind of poor anyways, so I didn't care that much, but you got something better for me, I'm sure of it. Spare room, we take those. Alright, let me get that East Wing, or West Wing Hall. That's not a West Wing Hall, but it is a bedroom, and I guess that'll have to do. Does that have to do? I'm not sure that has to do. I'm not a huge fan of the lack of pathways forward, except for the hallway up the right side. But, yeah, it has to do. I got that sleeping mask, get that dank bedroom value. Nothing in here. Why is this locked? Whatever. Nah. Roll it. We'll get it eventually. We'll get it eventually. I don't... the dining room is not a good place here. I think it's a parlor angle. The dining room, it's like such a pain in the ass to get back here after I leave. It's definitely a parlor angle. Grab one of these. Alright, what we got? Only one of the other boxes is false. Only one, not both. The gems are in the false box. The gems are in the false box. This also implies that there is only one false box. The gems are in the false box. So, this can't be true. Because either both are true or both are false, right? Like, only one of the other boxes is false. It's not possible. I don't know what you want me to say, right? Like, this is not possible. Sorry about that. I just realized I haven't moved that over here. Right, so they're either both true or both false, so this has to be false. These can't both be false, because then all three are false. Therefore, both of these are true. The gems are in the false box. This is the only false box. The gems are in here. Ka-ching. Alright, time to do the squiggle squaggle all the way back. Hopefully I can get 4 more classrooms down, because I can't draft them in these 2 spots. I could draft one here, though, I guess. Do classrooms always pivot the same way? It seems like they do, huh? Let's skedaddle out of this skadoodle here. And head over here. While I'm here, allow me to purchase your finest gems. Thank you, good sir. We're gonna need him. Alright, let's draft this dead end room here. I do have a shovel. I do have a shovel. The kennel's not the worst. I've also never gotten the kennel. That being said, security would allow me to start an experiment. And or keycard stuff. I guess I don't have the keycard, so it's whatever. Give me the kennel. Hopper! Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, yes. I pet the dog. Yes. You are a good boy. C-A-T. That spells cat. What am I doing with that information? Hey buddy, you got any information about this thing over here? Kinda looks like what you're doing. It was a dig spot. A coin. I guess so this could also double as a hallway. If there's always a dig spot in here, it's like the corridor where it's technically always unlocked. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know what's up with this information. Cat. I can't let them out. That's kind of sad. I would like them to roam around the house. Feels kind of dangerous to allow dogs to hang out in this house without being able to draft the room every day. Like, who feeds them? I guess maybe that's why they get multiple food bowls. Although I will say this guy... Hey, buddy. I'm gonna keep petting you until something happens. Because you're a good boy and you deserve the best. Huh. Can't really do anything else with this yet, can I? Maybe if I had a magnifying glass, the cat would have some sort of hidden message inside of it. They do have an exit behind them. Yeah, but, like, to where? Alright, we're gonna have to start sending it through. To be safe. In terms of the easiest ways forward, I would think my best bet would be green room, because veranda and courtyard could both do the trick for me. But that's... actually, that's kind of it, huh? Kind of just want to do green anyways. I have a reroll die. There's usually a dig spot in here, isn't there? No? Okay. Let me in. Yep. Special cost bypassed as well. Huge. I love that for me. Don't have a hammer. Oh, that was the kennel. Okay. Like, what was that? The kennel was unlocking the doors. Definitely a security angle now. If nothing else, we can at least log into the... laboratory. Beep boop beep pop. Wee. Yep, let me bridge in there. What we got? Each time you unlock or bypass a security door, the next 3 times you open a locked trunk, whenever you spend 2 or more gems. Let me get 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 die randomly. The next 3 times I open a locked trunk. Because I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to bypass those doors. I will lower them down as much as possible as well while I'm here. Oh, whoops. And what's in this inventory? Oh, apparently I missed a rabbit's foot somewhere. Silly me, not looking close enough and missing a whole ass rabbit's foot. Well, I'm not going back right now, so. Furnace, study, dining room. Dining room's an easy pick here. I'm assuming this is locked. Yes. Enjoy your lunch. Free 11 steps. Boop, boop, boo. I have a lot of steps. I could easily do gymnasium. Let me go look at this message over on... Yeah, I'm good with the gymnasium. I would like to unlock as many options as possible for myself, especially since I'm running out of keys. We're only on classroom 4, unfortunately. Ooh, not a fan of that. Oh wait, actually, does this unlock security doors? Boo, it should. Are you dropping frames? Nope. Doesn't seem like I am anyways. Yeah, I'm good over here. Yeah, my streaming bitrate's pretty consistent. Right, I wanted to go back down into the foundation for a couple reasons today. Let's do this. Actually, no. I want to do the antechamber first. So I'm gonna have to go back up real quick. Reverse, reverse. I want to make sure that I can actually get into the antechamber, because if I can, then I can... Wait. Actually, no, I don't need to. Hold on, I can go back down. Reverse, reverse. I forget the lever downstairs. It's just a lever downstairs. I don't actually need to, like... I don't need to already be able to access the antechamber to be able to unlock it. And I left the water level low so that I could get back here because I lost the key last time. Yeah, we skipping that cutscene. I've already seen that. Alright, here we are in... wherever the fuck this is. Delete it. Oh, I'm gonna need to go check security because that does kind of look like the security terminals. But not exactly. The security terminals have too many cameras, right? I don't know what exactly that refers to, honestly. And then we've got this information as well. Let me go ahead and take a screenshot of that bitch. Okay. I was here for the key that was around. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? How did I not see that last time? Let me get this key. How did I not see this last time? White Pharaoh and Marigold. There's a decoy car. Museum Station Cafe. Huh. His super blind moment. I can't see this, but I assume this is where the crown is that they stole. The fucking M16 or whatever the fuck it is sitting on the ground there is also concerning. So here was another thing that I was thinking to myself. So we saw a bunch of information in a new clue that had to do with signs. You depart, you keep left to Tanner Fork, you turn right, and then you hit dead end on stop 13. So if you start on 8, which is Royal Station, you keep left, so you go up to 7, Angel Tower, and then to Ares Crossing. Because it also says record each stop on the way, right? So we keep left to Angel Tower. Let's start with where we actually started, which is Royal Station. We go to Angel Tower because we keep left. We go to Ares Crossing. And then we hit Tanner Fork. And that is where it tells us not to keep left anymore. We right turn at Tanner Fork, or I guess it would be 1, or his train hall. And then we hit dead end. Right? So that is the path. I don't know what to do with that information. I guess if I record the numbers, they might be helpful. So we go 8 to 7 to Ares Crossing is 3 to Tanner Fork, which is 10 to Oris Train Hall, which is 1 to Dead End, which is 13. Major and minor stops. Ooh, so there's like major and that was also in a new clue. Royal Station is major. Angel Tower is minor. Ares Crossing is minor. Tanner Fork is major, I believe it said. Major. Horus Train Hall is major. And Dead End is major. Now, I believe it said, one of the details it said was, the suspect is a minor. Maybe it meant a minor stop? In which case the suspect would be either Ares or Angel, perhaps? Where I forget if those names were in there, though. Let me go ahead and pull up the old video from... Oh, it wasn't a video. I would have to pull up the stream. Alright, let me go pull up the stream from earlier today. And we can explore together. Content. This was here. All right, let's see what we got. It was like partway through. Skip all this shit. Oh wait, actually it was much earlier on. Because we very early on found the new clue. Yeah, here it is. Right here. That's why you need screenshots, exactly. The suspect is a minor is not not like a minor. The suspect is a minor is a blue note though. Oh god, I can't read it. Oh god. I'm going to have to listen. Rose Richard. No, none of those names match, so that's not it. Angel and Ares. Ares is such a strange name. It does draw attention to it. But two notes are set. Okay, so this is something to keep in mind, is that with the notes, there is a note we found very early on in the game, which is like meta note information. This is also probably important. The notes, if they are read and typed, are false. And the notes, if they are blue, are always true. So, like, the suspect is minor. But it also says the suspect is major. But they are not a minor. Oh, boy. There was also that Metro map in here. Where did that get off to? The suspect is a key. A dot key. Now this could... What if they are handwritten? Then they could be either. It didn't tell us anything about whether they're handwritten or not. Blue notes are always true, red notes are always false unless they are handwritten. The suspect is a key. We came to the conclusion that the suspect was likely a major because there was a major in the foyer that had like a bust, and his name is Major Nicholas Key. So we suspected he might have something to do with it. So sorry, there were more Discord messages. I'm not used to getting Discord messages this late at night. I'm not sure what entirely to do with this information then. What's that symbol though? Which symbol? Hello. Oh, you know what? That symbol, I actually do recognize that symbol. That symbol is the symbol that you get when you're trying to log into the terminals. When you like bridge into other terminals, it's like the one on top, and then you've got the 3 below. I don't know what to do with that information though. Maybe the implication is that it's supposed to be a different password that you could type in. And yes, sorry, Solar, I'm live because I saw a solution to a puzzle while I was in the shower. And so I had to go play a day so that I could fucking put it in. And I was right, and I got it. But now I'm stuck here, sitting here, just staring at this fucking train metro thing, trying to solve this solution. I finally got the drawing room. I figured it out. Royal Station. So it was Royal Station up to Angel Tower, which is a minor stop, over to Ares Crossing, which is a minor stop, to Tanner Fork, which is major, to Oris Train Hall, which is major, to Dead End, which is major. Now I will say that note also had MA and JOR separated, and I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. There's like a lot of things that... Here, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, since I can't interact with it as far as I can tell. There's no reason for me to be down here. I can't interact with anything down here, right? So like, whatever this solution is, it's not here. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this so that I don't have to come back. You should be able to click the board. Yeah. Oh, I can. I mean, I can't really do anything with it, as far as I can tell. I mean, maybe if I just click the stops in order. But I don't know why that would do anything. Nah, I got it all in that screenshot at least. That much I am certain of. Yeah, that screenshot's perfectly reasonable. And I don't feel like taking another one. May and Jor. Why are you split off? Maybe it's like the first 2 letters? That doesn't seem super likely, but... I still have yet to find, Herbie's room, either. I'm gonna waste the step. I want to take a screenshot of this as well. What? Take the damn screenshot, boy. There you are. This one I remember well enough. I'm pretty certain I will recognize that if the time comes. This also, I'll be honest, this looks more like something that I would find in the darkroom. This looks more like a bunch of Polaroids that are hung on the wall than it does like CRT monitors. But that's just me. I love the music here though, it makes me not want to leave. I should probably also try draining this the rest of the way just to see what's at the bottom. Anyways, now that we've moved the minecart out of the way, I can actually solve this shit. Or resolve it, I guess I should say. And you know what? While I'm down here, maybe I'll go collect that extra gem. Since this is all considered the same location. Oh, you know what? I probably can't reach it because of the way this is positioned. It's too much of a pain in the ass. I mean, I might need the gem. I might need the gem. I should do it. Even if it's a pain in the ass, I should do it. I might need it. Gift horses and mouths and all that. I'll come back to it in a second. I want to see if this sanctum key works the way I think it does. Anyways, I've only ever been into room 46 once. I might as well try to get in there again. Not that I have any way to right now, but... Oop. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to know which door to use it on? This feels like a number 7 kind of deal. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, this is with all the sigil shit. Oh dear, I don't know this house's sigil, I'm afraid. I have at least seen the note about these sigils. So in theory, I could solve this eventually, but... Oh, there's a lot of spinny bits, though. Okay. If I knew... this, I might be able to do it. I wonder if this is the kind of thing you would find on the... Well, there was definitely one on the passport in the vault. I wonder if the vault... I wonder if the numbers of the doors in the sanctums relate to the people who were involved in the heist, because I think there were several people involved in the heist, and the people involved in the heist have all written letters. So maybe the letters' numbers correspond to the doors, or something like that. Maybe that's got something to do with it. To be honest, I don't know though. The door is open. That's not a now issue. That's definitely a later issue. That's super future me's problem. I'm pretty sure I just twisted this the wrong way, right? Yep. This does not have the gem. Does that even have a gem over there? I'm sure it does. I'm committing to the bit. I already need to rotate this 6 times to get it back to where it was anyways. I might as well fucking just rotate it 3 and run back real quick. I will obtain the extra gem. I must draft 9 classrooms. He says, knowing that he has to draft 5 more in like 12 rooms. Hey, why did you reset this? Let me in. I've been in here before. I just want the damn gem, man. Okay, this was 1. Gotcha. This I actually needed to write this down anyways, now that I think about it. So 1 is May 8th. And this is by Mr. Worth Laud. Well, that was definitely worth it. Get it? 'Cause it's his name. Come on. Let's go. And just in case the game gets any funny ideas, let me rotate this back as well. In fact, I gotta wonder if I should be like trying to like reset this or something, but it's probably just not worth the effort. Actually, it makes more sense for me to set it back the way it was, huh? So that I can access it from the outside without having to get to the elevator and all that. I was considering having it set so that I could like easily get around the minecart in the future if it tries to reset the minecart back here. But I don't need to do all that. It's in the right place for right now. As long as I can get there, it doesn't matter. Now that I have ways to get there from both sides, I guess it's fine. Also, we talked about how there is definitely a secret door back there. There's a very door-shaped brick outline. I don't assume the minecart reset itself either, but something had to have reset itself from one day to the next because I soft locked myself out of that side of the map. Despite the fact that, like, I didn't, like, end the day over there. In theory, I should have just sailed back the way I came or taken the minecart back the way I came. So, like, there really shouldn't have been a way for me to soft lock myself out of that side of the map, considering I had to leave it to win the game in the first place. But for some reason, the boat wasn't there anymore, so something must reset itself over there. Dirt. Nothing. Ugh. Guess we're going in the gym. I'll make it dinner time anyways. Fine. Music room. That'll do. I need some keys. The fuck? I didn't even know you could get that here. Denoted inverse. Denoted inverse. I don't know what the wordplay is with this one. Why not? Because, like, I've never seen it here before. Well, guess we're going back to the foundation again. And this time I'm gonna eat my food? If there's a boiler room? I'm not gonna get one. Maybe I will, but I don't exactly intend to, so if I do, it will be on accident. Fine, use the key. I would rather not end the run immediately, so I guess I'm taking the archives. Oh well. Okay, here's something I want to take a picture of. This. Never mind the fact that I've already kind of found out that this is, like, either this is fake or her passport is fake. Because it's a different name. But it's the picture of her. Oh, that was kind of them. You know what else I've never gotten is the locker room. Never gotten the locker room. Yeah, everyone calls her Mary at least. But, like, the passport doesn't say that. Do I need to re-roll this? I might, because we've got 2 keycard locked doors and a locked door. And I have no keys. Which generally makes it difficult to do things. And I don't think the pool is going to solve any of my problems. Like, technically, if I could drain it, I would be able to get the money. And I could drain it if I had a pump room, and then I could buy some keys. But, like, locker, I hardly know her. Well, I wonder if that's the trophy room. Breakfast nook. I see key, I take key. — 11. Bacon and eggs and salt. Well, back down we go. Still somewhat confused by all that major and minor nonsense. What was this guy's full name again? His full name was Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. Maybe the fourth, but the fourth major stop you pass is Dead End. I also don't know where I would be inputting this theoretical combination in the first place. If I were Mary Epson... You know, let's unlock 6, because 6 was Herbert? In theory? Okay, this is a different country entirely. Once again, I do not know the seal for this country at all. Perhaps this is something that would also be revealed if I got 9 classrooms? It did seem to be leading towards that sort of deal. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Okay. Gotcha. So, I could do, like, these are interesting to me, because these are... Aren't these supposed to be the same country in different time periods, I thought? Oven... Navarre? Oven Navarre. Huh. Okay. Let's take a screenshot of that too while we're at it. Curious. Well, 2 of those are done now, hopefully. Hopefully those stay unlocked. I would be rather sad if they didn't. Wonder where else you can find Sanctum keys. Maybe one's in the Mechanarium? I could see one being in the Mechanarium if you got like 7 doors or something. Once I get some fucking explosives, that minecart's gonna rue the day. Not that I know if there are anything like explosives in this game. Just seems like another thing you might be able to light a fuse for. And we back. We out here. Looking for a keycard, never finding one. It's so sad. Check the inventory just to see if one fell out of the fucking sky. Nope. Didn't think so. Here's the... Yeah, this is the, this is actually the note that says blue memos are true, red memos are lies unless written by hand. Yep, got it. No choice. And I don't know what it is, but the other 2 aren't doing anything for us, so... A classroom. Well, this will end the run unless there's magically a key card sitting in here, but at least we got to Grade 5 this time around. Art prompt. Draw two things that share all but one letter. Ah, that's like a huge hint for the painting rooms. Corn and acorn. Tooth and tooth. That's a deer, yeah. That's a hand. That's flan. That's a car. That's a plane. And that's a bride holding. I'm gonna go with ice cream. It's a shame that we aren't gonna get the other ones. Because that's the run. Unless I can magic a key out of the ground in one of these dirt piles that I probably didn't miss, but maybe I did. Guess I can look for the lucky rabbit's foot while I'm here. In fact, maybe it was on the veranda. Nope. Some locked trunks I can't open. Don't have enough money. No hammer sedge, yeah. Perhaps the rabbit's foot spawned in here? Sometimes there are items in here. I've missed one or two that way. Instead, I'm just marginally poorer. I could always bust open the piggy bank. I think you can only do that once ever, though, so... That would just allow me to buy keys. I don't even have anywhere to put the key, so... Horrible idea. Why would you do that? I also wanted to record this. This was written on Christmas. I know that much. Daniel. I'm quite certain that was written on Christmas, simply because all of the others have been written on the date that's required to open them. Yeah, and that's by Daniel. And I'm poor, so I can't afford that key. Anywhere to dig in any of these sorts of rooms? Certainly not in the spare room or the rumpus or the classrooms. I don't think there was anywhere to dig in any of these, actually. There might be a place to dig out in the schoolhouse. That's possible. I have seen that before. I will test it momentarily. What you got for me, Mr. Classroom? Anything good in here? Has this always been on? I have read this before, but I don't actually know what it has to do with anything. Because it doesn't actually say who wrote it. The removed drawer was also very suspicious to me. This is the same one that's removed in the or that you have to open in the office. Oh well. Not a whole lot else to see. You know, I bought some swim trunks, but I don't actually know what those are used for either. I don't suppose I could just swim in here. Swim across the brook. I notice you must have the garage for this to be, you know, crossable. No shot can you swim down there. Although I can throw $1 in there. There you go. Buy yourself something nice. I don't think there's anywhere I haven't dug out here, like, for secrets, or at least I don't know where they would be. I dug up the one secret, but that was it. Sit here and see if there's anything I see. I don't believe so, though. I guess this could be a gate you did not open, but I don't think so. There's nothing to see in here that's new. I still don't know an admin password. Right. There's this. Fuck if I know, right? Like, this could just be 14, right? Like, 1 plus 4 in binary. But what the hell do I do with that, right? $14. Aw, Simon isn't allowed to be an admin. And I also need to figure out where to get those. What's that stupid 4x4 grid pattern again? Not a whole lot else then. Yeah, I dug back here previously, right? Yeah. I don't even remember what was in there. But I dug it up. Bet your ass I did. And there was nothing in here. Alright, we gotta call it a day. We got 65 steps and nothing to use them on. Shame we couldn't find a vault. But it is what it is. We did get the drawing room puzzle, so we've got 5 red envelopes now. I don't know where the others are. Actually, like I know of 2 other safes, I think. And I have, like, maybe an idea or 2 for one of them. But I don't know shit about the other. And then there's, like, the chess puzzle. Call it a day. Wait, what happens if I hit save and quit? Okay, you have to call it a day. Cool. Weird that you can't save these partway through the day. Honestly, it feels like something that should be in the game. Okay. We got like a whole lot of fucking nothing. How many dead ends was this? Like it was like 5, right? How are you supposed to get 20 of those things? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not even 5. 4. I have no idea how you get 20. I guess you just gotta draft like a bunch of splitting paths off the middle and just like pop, 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 all the dead ends. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to my little late night stream where I just really the whole purpose of that stream was just to find the drawing room and put in that combination, and I was right. Oh boy, was I right. Um so yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow for some Balatro challenge runs. I might do one blueprints near the end, we'll see. But yeah, I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow at the normal time. Hey smokes. Bye.